You initially asked me if I'd ever done any painted dials, and I hadn't. It was something I hadn't really considered, and I think it sort of stemmed from that. We kind of experimented with alternatives to design the dial rather than painting it. Kind of what we've settled on is a hybrid between illustration and design. It's more like a considered, constructed illustration rather than painting.
I had the same hesitation in the beginning. You said, yeah, I know these enamel dials, but they all look so old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Or like, not sure what the correct English term is. But
Naff.
Naff? Naff?
Yeah,
Okay.
not so good. One of the issues I had always had with painted dials that I've seen, they don't function terribly well as watches.
Yep.
It's basically a painted image with some hands
Yep.
stuck in the middle of it. As an illustrator, from a compositional point of view, you don't have any control over where the hands are. So it's like they're constantly interfering with the image.
Yep.
So I think what we've developed, we've kind of shifted the hands away from the image.
Yep.
So you've still got the function of the watch. It's a logical progression from the early illustration work we did together as well. There's a nice line through it. The scale was interesting. Working at such a small scale, and I think it's nice to have the three elements: land, sea.
Yeah, exactly.
Land,
Yeah.
sea,
Yeah.
and they all kind of.
Really-
The plane is Italian. The boats you always associate with the Italian lakes,
Yep.
and they're all in the same area.
Yeah.
They're all the same feel.
And then we have an amazing illustration on the back. This kind of goes back to our first drawings we did.
Yeah. It's going back sort of 4 or 5 years ago now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, again, the original version of this was intended for use quite large. It's a full colour illustration, wasn't it? So for me, it was quite an interesting challenge to, again, strip out all that detail and produce something which can be engraved at such a small scale.
Yeah, I love the illustration. I've loved you as an illustrator. So for me, it was actually amazing that you wanted to work with me. And I'm really happy that we're still sitting here.
We've obviously got something right.